me, lads. Here we go. Go the Cowboys. Woo!
Hey guys, Sean Media just want to do a big shout out to Rugby League Coffee Lounge. All the best this year, 2020.
Alright, oh, yeah. Fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the very first Team of the Week live stream for 2023. Yes, it might only be the preseason, but we're here. We're looking forward to round one, and we thought, well, we might as well start the Team of the Week series for the trials as well. And this guy will be joining me weekly for the Team of the Weeks. And that guy is all the way from beautiful Taree, big Newcastle Knights supporter, Nathan B. Moore. Nathan, thank you for being a part of the weekly Team of the Week series. How are you, my friend? And thank you very much for taking the opportunity to come on the channel.
Well, yeah, thank you for having me on, and thank you for inviting me to do this series here with you. I'm going great. I'm definitely getting ready for some up and coming gigs that are coming up in a few months.
Yep.
But other than that, yeah, I'm doing fantastic.
How about your Newcastle Knights, bro? You looking forward to the season? Obviously, a lot of hype around them with Ponga and Hastings as a halves pairing, and a lot of talk about Newcastle. Some rate them, some don't. Are you looking forward to the season ahead, bro?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm looking forward to going to games. I'm actually a member now, so I can actually go sit in the members area, which is going to be fantastic. Get to meet a great friend in Damien as well, the one with the big Knights flag. Fantastic guy. And, yeah, just looking forward to seeing how we go. It's going to be a while until combos actually start to gel a little bit. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we go, at least towards the middle and the back end of the season. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah,
well, actually, it's quite funny you mentioned Damien from Newcastle. I'll be meeting him for the first time this Saturday night because I'll be attending the World Club Challenge down there in Sydney. So I'll be seeing him there. So that should be fantastic.
Nice.
That should be good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are new to this YouTube channel, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I've gained about 20 subscribers in the last 2 or 3 days. So things have been good lately. It's been good. It's been really good. I want to say hello to the live chat as well, by the way. Hello to Faraz. Excuse me. Hello to Bandit, SS Storm fan, Rishi, Josh Rabbitohs 2023. We got Jason Reader, CJ Moxley. Everyone's rolling in the live chat. It's good to see. Honestly, I hope everyone's doing well for your Monday night, February 13, 2023. It is 7:39 p.m. here in New South Wales. All right, so we've seen the trial games over the weekend, Nathan, and we are going to go through our team of the week, our best 1 through to 17, along with our player of the round. We'll get this up on the screen here so you guys know what we're doing. NFA and Nathan B. Moore, team of the week. Nathan, before we get to the best team of the week from both of us, mate, what game over the weekend did you enjoy? Obviously, we had 8 games from the trials and whatnot. Or how many games were there? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there was 9 games over the weekend, I should say. What was your favourite game of the weekend?
Probably South Manly. I really enjoyed that one. I enjoyed seeing Cowboys Dolphins, especially, being with the Dolphins and the whole, stigma of them coming into the comp. And it's definitely an exciting time for rugby league. And Broncos Titans was good too. So
Yeah. My favorite game of the weekend was probably the Dragons versus St Helens game. Really enjoyed that. South Manly was good as well. And look, I thought the Queensland games, I thought Cowboys Dolphins was a bit scrappy, and Broncos Titans was a bit scrappy as well. Didn't mind Melbourne Roosters, especially in the second half, but overall, they were a hit out. Both teams hadn't played all year. First game of the year for everyone. A lot of teams were rusty, as you'd expect. Overall, it was a good weekend of preseason trials. All right, we're going to get into our team of the week now. So, Nathan, I want you to go through your 1 through to 17 for your team of the week. And then, obviously, when you finish announcing that, I'll ask you why you had players in certain positions. So, mate, the floor's yours. Nathan B. Moores, team of the week.
all right. So first up for fullback from the Brisbane Broncos, I have Reece Walsh. Your centers pairing from St Helens, we got Tommy Mackinson and Marcelo Montoya from the Warriors. From the centers, we have Mawane Hiroti from the Sharks and Zach Sini from the Eels. Halves pairing, Dion Tiapa. I apologize for mispronouncing these names, but from South Sydney. And halfback, Luke Medcalf from the Warriors. Our forwards are Alex Walmsley from St Helens and Herman Esiese from the Dolphins. Hooker position, Gordon Chan Kim Tong from the Sea Eagles. Second row, Jacob Preston from the Bulldogs and Jack Johns from the Knights. And at lock forward, Justin Matamua from the Tigers. Our interchange, we have Jared Wallace from the Dolphins, Ellie L. Zackham from the Roosters, Riley Price from the Cowboys, and Lindsay Smith from the Panthers. And 18th man, I've decided to go on with Jack Toby from the Sea Eagles.
Oh, yeah, the young fullback.
All
right, so I'll get to mine after you finish this. So explain to us why you had players in certain positions, Nathan.
Okay. Reece Walsh, first game of the Broncos, I believe it was his first game. Great. He had a very good showing. We have learnt that his kicking skills are just unreal at this stage. But yeah, I thought he had a great game. The wingers, Tommy Mackinson, again, thought he had a good game as well. Definitely great there. And Marcelo Montoya, well,
oh my God,
good Lord.
3 tries.
He was just unbelievable. He was absolutely unbelievable.
I got to ask you, Nathan, did you see that big hit he did on Charlie Staines when he scored?
I did, yeah. I was about to say as well. Charlie Staines better. He better have protection if he's lining up against Montoya during the home and away season. But as for the centers, Mawane Hiroti, I always rated him. I'll be honest with you, I always rated him, and I thought he did very well against against my boys. But but yeah, he did very well. Zach Sini again. I'll be honest with you, I totally forgot Zach Sini actually went to the Eels. Last time I remembered him, he had a great debut against the Tigers. That was the last time I heard of him. But yeah, good to see him out in the park once again. Where am I at? 5'8". Dion Tiapa. I'm terrible with names. I do apologize. He's definitely, I feel like he's going to be who's going to take over from Cody Walker. Maybe. He's definitely in that running. He's definitely going to be in that running. And Luke Medcalf, well, it's understandable why the Warriors have got so much hype on him. And I think that game kind of proved why he's got so much hype. He's definitely going to be in after Sean Johnson retires.
The front row.
Alex Walmsley.
Oh,
Now, I think I've told you this so many times that if I ever wanted to bring a Super League player over in the NRL, it is definitely Alex Walmsley. The bloke is a wrecking ball machine. And I think over the weekend against the Dragons, he really did prove it. And just someone sign him. Just someone in the NRL, please sign him. Hurry up. I mean, Newcastle. I mean, come on. We need to get... I don't know. We can probably
getting
shove
old,
out
though. Getting old now.
Oh, you still got Warrior Hargreaves still carving it up there, but
Martin Tapau.
look, he's good. Herman Esiesa, the dude, I still don't understand why we let him go. I seriously don't understand why we let him go. I don't want to say he was wasted at the Titans, but he didn't really do much. Now he's at the Dolphins. He's under Wayne Bennett. I'm more than happy for Esiesa, and I really hope he has a very good year this year. And so far, he's absolutely proved it. Gordon Chan Kim Tong.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand why Manly haven't, pulled the trigger on this guy.
Why
have they still got Lachlan Croker?
I like him.
He's a genuine hooker. That's the thing too. He's a genuine hooker. Like not Fitzgibbon, bloody Croker. Lachlan Croker is not a genuine hooker. But anyway, I think this definitely proves. I think Anthony Seibold is going to be looking at that going, yeah, I think we might have our new hooker. We might have our new number 9 there. Anyway, Jacob Preston, another bloke to look out for. I think he's going to be something in the near future. Keep an eye out for that one, Bulldogs fans. Jack Johns really surprised me because I always thought Jack Johns was more of your sort of your half, your sort of utility sort of player. But there you go. He actually didn't do too bad. And it's probably just due to the fact that I need to put a Knights player in there because, well, if I don't, I'll be committing a mortal sin to myself. But anyway, and Justin Matamua. I really think the Tigers have got something special right here. We have said a while ago that the Tigers have the best forward, well, one of the best forward packs going into 2023. Matamua, if he can get some more game time, if he can get some more confidence, and if Tim Sheens grows more confident into him, he's going to be something. It's the only thing that concerns me is if the Tigers can retain him. That's the only problem.
Or if they use him properly.
Exactly right. That's what worries me about him because it is the Tigers.
Yep.
All right, next up, interchange, Jared Wallace. Well, he wasn't bad. He was a bit okay at the Titans, but he actually did all right at the Dolphins. So I've got him there. The majority of my interchange is forwards because my philosophy in the game is forwards will win you games. So that's why you're going to see a lot of forwards here. Eli El Zakum, he's another Roosters product. He's going to be something special. I thought he had a great game over the weekend against Melbourne. Riley Price, again, I thought he was decent. I thought he was very good. He's definitely going to be someone. What is it with the Cowboys lately and just producing talent like forward?
Nathan,
what is it with the Cowboys and their forwards making?
Is it fair to say that Riley Price will probably make his NRL debut this year for the Cowboys?
100%. 100% he will.
At some stage, maybe during Origin, at some stage, I think he makes his debut this year.
I was going to say probably during the Origin period, I could definitely see him coming in. But he will definitely be playing footy. Majority of these players here that I've got here will definitely be playing footy this year, or at least making their debuts this year. So that's exciting to see. And the final player, Lindsay Smith from Penrith. He's a Penrith product. He's a Penrith junior. We all know what happens when you come from Penrith. It's a gold mine. It literally is a gold mine out there. Yeah, I think he's going to be something.
All right. Well, that's a very nice team, mate, and it's a high quality team of the week from yourself. Well played, mate. And then obviously we'll do our player of the round real soon. So I'll just get to my team now. So I'll go through it and then I'll explain why I've got players in certain positions. So obviously fullback, Reece Walsh from the Broncos. Reece Walsh at fullback. On the wings, Raymond Vega from Manly on the wing with Marcelo Montoya from the Warriors. In the centres, from Penrith, Tom Jenkins, and the other centre from the Warriors, Viliami Villia. In the halves, 5'8" from Manly, Cooper Johns. Halfback from the Cowboys, young Tom Duffy. Front row from the Titans, Jamin Jolliffe. And the other front row from the Bulldogs, Luke Thompson. The hooker from Manly, Gordon Chen Kum Tong. I'm sure I've pronounced that wrong, so I do apologise for the pronunciation because they are very hard to pronounce some of these names. The back row from the New Zealand Warriors, Jackson Ford. And from the Bulldogs, Jacob Preston. They're my second rowers for the weekend. The lock from the Dolphins there, Ray Stone. And on the bench, from the Roosters, Sandon Smith. From the Bulldogs, Ryan Sutton. From the Sharks, Big Tom Hazelton. And from the Roosters, Big Young Ben Thomas. That's my team of the week, Nathan. What do you think?
Ooh, impressive. Very impressive, and I like it. I love it.
We've got a couple of the same and a couple different. So, obviously, look, Reece Walsh at fullback, I think it's a no-brainer. He was outstanding on the weekends. His goal kicking, I'm not sure if you saw that one he did from the sideline where it just curved in. Pretty incredible stuff.
I did say that. That was incredible.
Scored the first try and he played really well, Reece Walsh, on the weekend. I think he's the obvious choice for fullback. Wingers, Montoya scored a hat-trick, put Charlie Staines in hospital practically. Montoya picks himself. If a winger scores 3 tries, they're automatically in the team. Raymond Vega scored a double against Souths. I don't know if Raymond Vega will get a starting spot in round 1 for Manly, but I'll tell you what, he is looking like one of those outside backs that is going to become hot property real soon if he keeps performing like that on the weekend. So Raymond Vega on the wing with Montoya. Centers, obviously, I went with Viliami Villia and Tom Jenkins. Now, Viliami Villia, I think he made his debut last year against the Dragons on a Saturday afternoon game at Wollongong against the Dragons, and I think he scored a try in that game or whatever. I rate Viliami Villia really high. I think he needs to be in the Warriors starting side for round 1. I think he's an absolute weapon of a player. So keep a close eye on Viliami Villia. Scored 2 tries on the weekend too. So he's only going to improve as well. The other centre from Penrith, Tom Jenkins. I think he's the one that caught that Josh Hodgson intercept on the weekend. Overall, Tom Jenkins was very good. Played left centre for Penrith. Did a really good job on the weekend. So they're my reasons for having all those guys in the back line. Now we'll go to the halves. Cooper Johns at 5'8". I thought Cooper Johns on the weekend was outstanding. Obviously, Josh Schuster is getting the first crack at 5'8" for Manly, but Cooper Johns is probably the next guy behind in case Schuster doesn't work out at 5'8". So Cooper Johns, he had a point to prove on the weekend, and I thought he played really well. Halfback. That young Cowboys halfback, Nathan, Tom Duffy. A lot of hype about him. There's talk of him replacing Chad Townsend when Chad Townsend retires in a couple more years. Tom Duffy is getting better and better. He's a really good young kid.
He's definitely now that with Townsend actually there with him, he's going to guide him a lot too behind the scenes and that, which is fantastic to see. Basically, if your name is Tom and you're playing for the Cowboys, you're basically going to be quality. So that's pretty much the way it is right now.
Well, what about the other person, Jonathan Thurston? He trains these young kids as well. He helps them. So you couldn't get any better training. So Tom Duffy, he was outstanding over the weekend. Now we go to the forward pack. Jamin Jolliffe in the front row. Thought Jamin Jolliffe played excellent. Obviously, I can't stand the Gold Coast, and I hope they lose every game. I really do. But Jamin Jolliffe on the weekend, 200+ meters in the front row. He was outstanding. So I think he deserves to be in the team somewhere, along with Luke Thompson from the Bulldogs. Luke Thompson had a great game over the weekend. He played really well in the front row. And Luke Thompson's got a point to prove as well because he's on big money. And if he wants to stay at the Bulldogs, he needs to perform week in, week out. So I thought he played great over the weekend. Luke Thompson. We go to the hooker there. We spoke about him before there, Nathan. Gordon Chen Kum Tong. I think probably behind Lachlan Croker at Manly. I'm not sure if he's in the top 30 for the Seagulls. It could be on a train and trial. I'm not too sure. But he was outstanding on the weekend, wasn't he, Gordon Chen Kum Tong?
If he's on a train and trial, he's sure as hell going to get a deal now after saying that.
It was outstanding.
100%.
The back row, I went with Jackson Ford and Jacob Preston. I thought Jackson Ford played outstanding in the back row. Scored a good try on the weekend too. I thought he was very good for the Warriors. Obviously left the Dragons to go to the Warriors to get an opportunity. Played well. And that young Jacob Preston, Nathan, in the back row for the Dogs, it seems to be all right.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. He's
potential.
He's definitely, as I said earlier, he's definitely a player that I think everyone should have a look at, and a lot of Bulldogs fans should.
Keep an eye on him.
He should be, absolutely.
I don't think he'll be in the Bulldogs starting side by any means, but he's someone to keep a close eye on in New South Wales Cup. That's for sure. At lock, obviously, Ray Stone from the Dolphins. Mate, the bloke's a machine. It just come off an ACL injury. He's now gone up to the Dolphins, and thought he was outstanding on the weekend. He had a blinder.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Did you see that cut that came out of his eye?
Yeah, I saw that, and I can now understand why the Dolphins went mostly white on their jerseys, so they can cover with the blood on the red. It actually makes a lot of sense. But in all jokes aside, yeah, I mean, right, he's from Parramatta. He's from Parramatta. Well, he came from Parramatta. We all know what Parramatta were in the 80s, absolute tough as nails, and they've just brought back that manner as well. So, yeah.
We go to the bench. Yeah, bro. He's one to keep an eye on, I'm telling you. He might be the Dolphins' most influential player this year. It's a possibility.
Absolutely.
And we go to the bench, number 14. I'll be with the Roosters halfback, Sandon Smith. I was very impressed with him on the weekend. I thought he did some great things for the Chooks and their win over Melbourne in that trial game down there in Geelong. Thought he played really well, young Sandon Smith. So he makes the bench. Along with the Bulldogs lock forward, Ryan Sutton. He scored a try on the weekend, and he played really well, Ryan Sutton. I think he'll be in the Bulldogs starting side come round one. Big Tom Hazelton. He come off the bench for Cronulla against your boys, Newcastle, on the weekend. Scored a really nice try as well. He's one player to keep an eye on. He looks like a guy that's got a big future ahead, Tom Hazelton. And the last player from the Roosters, I went with Ben Thomas I think he played lock for the Roosters on the weekend. Ben Thomas, another player to keep a close eye on as well.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% on that one.
So that's my team of the week, and your team of the week have been revealed. All right, Nathan, I want to know, out of all these players from the week one of the trials, very hard to select just one, who is your preseason week one player of the round?
Oh, God. I don't even know. Like, it's tough.
It is.
They've all played fantastic. I'm just going to go Montoya. I'm going to go Marcelo Montoya for what he did to Charlie Staines, and absolutely
3 tries.
And also basically made Charlie Staines make sure to wear protection every time he goes near him this season. So
I'm going to go with player of the round. Look, it's hard because all these players played well on the weekend. That's why they're in our team of the weeks. I'm going to go with the Manly hooker, Gordon Chen Kum Tong. Mate, I was impressed. I'm not going to lie. I was really impressed with him on the weekend. Thought he had a really, really solid game on the weekend. I don't know what the situation is with him and Manly, if he's in the top 30 or he's on a train and trial or he's on a development contract. But Gordon Chen Kum Tong, I know I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, so again I do apologize about that. But Gordon, the Manly hooker on the weekend, he was phenomenal, bro. He's my player of the round.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If he hasn't got a if he hasn't got a full deal right now, I don't know what Manly's doing.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing either. Like, surely he does. All right, Nathan B. Moore. This has been a fantastic episode 1 of the 2000 or our series, our team of the week, bro. It's been a lot of fun, mate. Thank you very much for coming on.
Hey, thank you for having me on this debut. It's something big going on right now, and looking forward to it. I just want to say quickly before we head off, Hainsey, my good friend, if you're still watching, it's on standby. It's on standby.
No. Oh no!
in case it goes downhill. Nah. I'm kidding. I'm joking on that one.
All right, Nathan. Well, mate, thank you for coming on as always, my friend, and have a fantastic night, my friend.
You too, and I'll see you next week. If not, round 1.
I'll see you next week for week 1 of the trials. I might even see you in person next week or this week coming. Who knows? All right.
Yes.
We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a fantastic day night. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care.